Hey guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Pew Time with Tony.
And Jackie.
I'm going to preface this right now. As you guys may have saw on the Instagram stories, I'm getting over being sick, which is also why this is out late, because I think I still sound like shit, but I sounded even more like shit the past 2 days.
4 days.
Oh yeah,
It's been pretty bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. I don't know, it's a allergy mixed with like a head cold or some shit. It's been horrible.
Yeah, we both had some sort of like a sinus infection, head cold type thing that we've been passing back and forth for roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's not been fun.
Not fun at all.
Well, in other news, we finally finished your car.
Yep.
It is back on the road.
Back on the road.
And it was back on the road just in time to have to take my car to get repairs done.
Yep.
So then we were still down to one car.
Until today.
Until today. We did pick it up. Thank God.
It was like 7 weeks of struggle busing with one vehicle.
So bad. So bad.
But 2 cars means more range time for you.
It means more range time. And it means some cool videos. Update on the shoulder. The shoulder is doing okay. I did do a little messing with guns today as far as like transition work. Slow, not like snappy stuff, just to see how my arm would do. And it's okay. I didn't feel any pain or tightness, so I think that's a good sign. I think we're going in the right direction and I can get back to training because Northern Illinois is literally right around the corner.
Yep. Last weekend of May, Memorial Day weekend. Or weekend before the last weekend?
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. The 24th. That time.
Mm-hmm.
Another update. Couple things. I'm working on a new website for Laugh and Load. So we should have a new website up soon. And with the new website will be new products.
Which is very exciting.
Super exciting. And you guys have seen like our little skater logo has been kind of popping up more everywhere. But I've also developed a new LNL logo. We're just calling it LNL V2.
Mm-hmm.
And that means some of the shirts designs are going to be going away. I don't know if they'll come back. Maybe they'll come back changed. I don't know. But all the shirts and hats that are currently up there are going to be disappearing. And the new ones are going to be in their place. I don't have an exact time because, well, the way I described it today when somebody asked how I was doing, this is after I got the bill for the car, is for like the past 2 weeks, I've been kicked in the balls by life so often, I don't have feeling in my testicles.
That is not head cold related. That's, if it was, you should see a doctor.
No, but it didn't help. It's been brutal. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating this is the shit that was going on. It was a lot of shit. So I'm still working on in the background. There's going to be new product, new hats. We have some dope ass new shirts coming.
And maybe some other things that aren't apparel related.
Yes. I don't quite remember what they are, but yes. I know you know what they are.
I said it to be secretive, so you can just pretend like we're both keeping a secret, even though you forgot what they are.
Yes. In my notes, I have what they are. I don't have those notes in front of me, but I do have the podcast notes, which we should probably start. So,
gun news.
Gun news.
So there was a statement released from Shadow Systems that says, due to AB 1127, Shadow Systems pistols will be banned from sale in California starting on July 1st of 2026. The last day to purchase with a 10-day waiting period is June 20th, 2026. This is your last chance to own American-made Shadow Systems pistols in California. The MR920, XR920, and DR920P are currently available, but this is a final opportunity for responsible gun owners in California to own one and exercise their Second Amendment rights. Inventory is limited and will not be replenished once sold through.
California, obviously, right? Cracking down, being, well,
California.
bitches.
Enough said.
Yeah.
their little paper straws and
I know
no guns.
I can see the stats. I know we actually have quite a few people that listen in California, which is like, I hate you because your driving weather is awesome all year round and you can drive a cool car all year round. And I can't even say I go nana with like the gun laws because we're like right behind you as far as shittiness.
Yeah.
Granted, we don't have like some bullshit handgun registry little or approved list, but it's damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry guys, that sucks.
If
Get out there
if
and
you
vote.
live right, if you live in California and you did not see this notification already, this is your PSA from Shadow Systems to get one while you can.
That's if you want one. Ed Brown dropped a new Prodigy grip. So this is in conjunction with, I didn't see it, I didn't look it up. I saw the grip first, but the description I saw said that it was because they are doing a Ed Brown fueled series. Now, if you remember the fueled series, they did it with an M&P, where they took a stock gun and put Ed Brown parts on it.
I remember that was like the first time I remember hearing about Ed Brown quite a bit because you were like a little bit obsessed.
Hey, they got some cool parts. Like the slide is dope. The enlarged frame pins, like they got some cool stuff. From what it sounds like, they're going to be doing a fueled series for the Prodigy because this grip is marketed as a Prodigy grip. Will it fit others? I'm sure a slight confidence boost from whatever libation you need and a Dremel, it'll fit whatever 2011 you want. That is not professional advice. We'll just call that a hunch. Anyway, it's a good looking grip. The texture looks halfway decent, honestly. And it is $5.99, and it's available right now in stock as of this recording.
Quite exciting. There's another one that you ran across today that I was surprised to hear about.
Yeah, for a little bit more money than that grip we just talked about. The Taurus Deputy.
Yeehaw.
Which I guess the Deputy's been out a while.
I had no idea. When you told me that,
Yeah.
I was a little shocked and surprised. I had no idea. So it is a single action revolver, 6 rounds, 5.5-inch barrel with 2 cylinders, a 357 Magnum and a 9mm cylinder. And this MSRP is at $675. So $80 more than the Ed Brown grip. That's where the Taurus single action is. My question to you was, holy shit, they make a single action? Apparently they have, and they have been making it.
I don't know if it's new, so don't quote us on that. I just saw a post on this that it was new for these calibers. So I don't know if the whole post is, or the whole gun is new. I have no idea. But Taurus makes a single action called the Deputy.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cute.
I don't know if that's what they were going for.
It looks like nostalgic. Like it looks like it's got all the curves in the right places of an old school single action.
All right, so this 357 9mm one that has like unfluted cylinders looks pretty sick.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice they had unfluted.
But it's only on that one.
Really good. Yeah, they have one version of it. Did they have a price listed on that?
Yeah, it's I just saw the one price, and that was $675.
Okay. So they'll all probably be in that same
roundish
ballpark.
I would guess they're probably around there.
Okay. Well, this is not a new firearm for you guys. This is information on a deal that Springfield is running.
Hold on.
And when I say deal,
before we do this, do you remember an episode or two ago when I said the only way they can get rid of the stock of the XDs is buy one, get one?
Yep.
I said it as a joke.
Someone at Springfield listens to our podcast because this morning I got an email that said Springfield is giving away an XDM Elite 10 millimeter, retail value of $674 with select new 2020 bolt action models through August 31st. The Boundary, the Red Line, and the Waypoint bolt action 2020 models run anywhere between $17.95 and $23.55. And with that, you will get a $674 10 millimeter XDM Elite.
I'm going to stop you guys right there. You guys are already formulating a plan to get a bolt action for $600 less. The $600, what is it? Six what?
$674.
$674 is the MSRP. That is not what a gun shop will give you for it.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Right.
So you're going to be looking at like $350 if you sell it to a shop. Now, if you sell it to private party, whatever, if you have that ability, by all means, get yourself a bolt action. I don't know too much. I haven't messed with the Springfield bolt actions, so I don't know if they're like cool.
I haven't either.
I don't have high hopes because the only one that I've heard stuff about, and it was bad stuff, was their 22, which was not good. It was just inaccurate. Wasn't my Ruger is more accurate than what I was seeing that give.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing, I think maybe I do think you're onto something. I think someone at Springfield is listening to our podcast. Maybe it's Julie. Are you listening?
Maybe. I mean, we do know a couple guys that work. Well, I know a couple guys at Springfield. At least two. You know Julie. We know a couple others who will remain nameless just in case. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, listen, fair play, gave you guys a good idea. I would accept a Prodigy for trade for the marketing advice.
Yep. You're welcome.
It's hilarious. When you put it in the show notes, I get an update. Someone edited. I looked at it. I was like, there's no fucking way.
Yep.
This is insane. Just in time for April Fools. All right. Smith & Wesson. They are so smart to not release this on April Fools. They have released the Bodyguard 2.0. What's that you say, Tony? They have that. That's not new. I'm sorry for the long pause. The Bodyguard 2.0 revolver.
That is probably the most frustrating thing behind the gun counter is when people come in asking to see the Bodyguard, intending to see the new 380.
Yeah.
And I show them the 380 case and they're like, I don't see a single wheel gun in here. Like, wrong Bodyguard. Let's go a few cases down.
So for those of you that don't know, there was, if the name 2.0 wasn't indicative enough, there was a Bodyguard revolver. It wasn't that good. And it's one party trick was it had an ambidextrous cylinder release on the top. So on the top of where what would kind of be the tang of the gun.
Where a hammer would be if it was a hammer fire gun.
Where the hammer would be. You would push forward on it. I saw multiple of those in person. Broke. I saw one show up new, broken. This one is still made of plastic. Hopefully better. And I'm going to do my best to describe this to you guys because this is audio only still. The picture they put up of this revolver is not the most flattering. I'll probably use that photo for the thumbnail for Instagram. So if you want to see it, zoom in. The side plate of what would be the plate that would normally come off the revolver, it looks like someone took a piece of heated Kydex and left it there permanently.
That's terrible.
So this was their breakdown. 8-pound trigger, which I got to be honest, that's not bad. Like if it is a smooth 8-pound trigger, that is a good double action trigger.
Yeah.
5 rounds plus P rated, ambi cylinder release, still plastic. Enhanced grip ergonomics. This was one of the other tricks the other one had. It kind of had its own. It was J-frame adjacent. It felt a little smaller than a J-frame,
Like skinnier front to back.
Yeah, it felt like the old school J-frames when you had like the actual separate wood panel grips, where the grip itself was really tiny. That's kind of how
like
this
the
felt.
old 36s.
Yeah, perfect. Yep. So this kind of has that same vein, so could benefit people with smaller hands. And it does have a U-notch rear sight and an orange dot front sight, which is good.
Yep.
Putting big dots, visible dots.
Much better than their stock sights.
Yeah, than like a stock 442 sight for sure.
So, new features on it's an old girl in a new dress, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I do hope. I mean,
It's not. It doesn't look like a full revamp, like the old Bodyguard to the new Bodyguard was a full top to bottom revamp. This
I don't know how you're going to
just
revamp the revolver. Like
well,
Chiappa has tried.
well, even if it's not revamping, they didn't even upgrade the plastic release.
No, but it could be like an updated design. Again, I haven't handled it, so I don't know. I wouldn't mind shooting one. That as a fan of small revolvers, hey, if it's light and it fits in there, like I like the LCR with how light it is. I think the ergonomics on it are good. They're just not high round count guns. It's no different than my ludicrously expensive M&P 340. It's not a high round count gun. Like I practice with revolvers, but I practice with like a Ruger because it's
made of steel.
It's a tank.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd still like to see it just as a revolver fan, but
Well, the last little bit of gun news,
which is hilarious because this is also a quasi update of a other gun it's adjacent to.
right? But named after something it's not adjacent to.
Kind of. I mean, it's like you stuck it in the dryer on high heat and you weren't supposed to.
I suppose. We'll get into the details and what it is. And after I tell you how much it is, take into consideration what we're talking about comparing it to across the market. Okay? This is the H&K. That should tell you enough right off the gate. Now we all know what we're talking about.
You really confused me. I thought you were going to give the things first and have them guessing like, oh, I wonder who makes it.
No, I'm going to have them guessing at the
Oh,
price.
price.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
going to be
easy.
the...
I mean, as soon as you said HK.
Well, look at their CC9, right? The CC9 is their carry gun.
Yeah, how's that selling?
$6.99, and people don't buy it because it's too expensive for a carry gun compared to other
You think
brands.
it's because it's too expensive? I don't think so.
I mean, I have like hardcore H&K guys that like have like, the VPs, old P30s, like USP series. They love H&K. They're like brand loyalists, and they see this little CC9, they're like,
So I'm a closet HK fan. Like I'm not as openly like flamboyant about it as like Beretta. I love HKs. There is not a pistol from HK that I have not picked up and wowed at, or have not wowed. Every time I pick up an HK pistol, it wows me. USPs, very unique. They feel good. P30s, amazing. VP9s, same thing, amazing. HK45, amazing. Until the CC. It's the first time I've picked up an HK pistol and was like, huh?
it feels like a Canik Mete MC9. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The grip ergonomics are almost identical. Everything, like dimension wise, and the roundness of certain parts of it, almost identical 100% to how
It's actually a good.
the Mete MC9
What's the
feels.
Mete go for? 400?
479.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Here's the stats on the gun.
So it comes with a 10 and a 12 round mag.
Only. Go ahead.
Ambi safety paddle. So they're taking the VP Euro paddle and putting it on the little guy. So no button release. It's a European style Ambi magazine.
You weren't talking about magazine. You were talking about the safety.
Well, I don't know why the notes say safety.
Go on. I will. I'll fix your fuck up.
Ambi paddle mag catch. No manual safety on this gun, folks. It has the Euro style. Yes.
Yeah, you say that now?
Ambi slide stop which is really nice on a gun that size. Also, exactly the same thing that Canik does with their Mete MC9.
Mm-hmm.
It's the smallest gun, almost identical in size to the H&K, almost identical in dimension. Only gun in that size that has an ambi slide stop. It has a proprietary, and I'll put in quotes, plate
Yeah.
for the optic.
Yeah.
The rear half of the slide behind the ejection port
Yeah, the
comes
upper half.
off. The upper half of the slide comes off of the gun to expose the striker channel.
So if you've ever taken a CZ P10 optic ready optic plate or anything off that cover, you can see resemblance of the striker. HK's like, we can go deeper. And you see the whole thing.
Yeah, the entire striker and striker spring, like you can see it's all exposed when you take that plate off. So
Like,
it is proprietary.
take the plate off and the brain.
Right. Yes, we gave it a lobotomy. That's hilarious.
What I was going for. Come on, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Shout out to Still Waiting. I know you've all seen that movie. Fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Yep.
the brain.
Yep.
Really? Yeah, I was totally thinking it.
I know.
Cut the skull off and it's a lobotomy.
Different.
Different the brain.
Different body region.
Different head. Anyways, this gun, as you know, looks and feels exactly like the CC9. It does have a bunch of different back straps available for it. Six. Yes, when I say a bunch of, I really mean like a bunch, like a bucket full. 6 different backstrap sizes. This gun, without a dot, MSRP's at $1,050. And with the Vortex Defender, $1,400. It is over $1,000 for a Micro 9 plastic striker fire gun that wasn't made by Terran Tactical.
Now hold on. It's an HK.
It is an HK. Why does that gun cost $350 more than the CC9?
Well, one, that optic plate for the optic system. She's choking.
I can't
help ask me a question and then not answer me.
I was like, yeah, pick up the show, keep it up, keep it going while I die. And he's like, nope, we're just gonna all wait for you to die.
You guys hear how was it?
It's me falling off the chair. You were saying?
The way the optic mount is way different. They do say in their marketing material 40% lower, which is, I mean, it's pretty low. It's really low. I don't know how I feel about it because it does look like it just attaches with like 2 optic style screws straight down. And yeah, it's I will say this. The skinniest, thinnest, slimmest, most felt backstrap that you can get on this gun looks very thin. Like you're almost gripping just like
where the mag, where the back of the mag would be.
So I think that's a big plus. I don't. What was I trying to justify? It's HK.
The price.
HK. That's why.
So because it's HK, it's over $1,000 for your plastic striker fire carry gun that has a 10 and a 12 round mag.
Yeah. That's right. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just.
You can buy 2 Shield Pluses for that.
Listen, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying, like, I get it, right? It's HK. You're trying to do your shit. It's fine. Whatever. It better shoot better than the CC. That's all I'm saying.
I would really hope so. I honestly, when I shot the CC, I was not a fan. The same reason why I don't like it's the backstrap for me. It's the shape and contour, the squareness of the backstrap at the very, very top. And I know it's probably because I grip it really high, but the way it digs in is like, ooh, yeah, I can really feel those corners. But when you're holding it like that and you fire it, it was actually painful. And I shoot a lot of little guns.
Yeah.
Like I have very small hands, so everybody wants to see me shoot these tiny little micro things, like a 10 millimeter Derringer. The guys at work were like, "Oh yeah, make Jackie shoot it." Like they just get a kick out of it. I like shooting little guns. This gun is not for me. I do hope the VP9CC shoots better and is more comfortable
I'm going to
to
call her
shoot.
right now. That was not an innuendo either. Listen, she's talking strictly firearms, people. Strictly firearms. Anyway, yeah, it has to shoot better. If it doesn't, waste of time.
Yep. And money. Lots of money.
But it's HK. It's telling them money. Oh, no.
And that closes out our segment for the news.
Yes, shooting sports news. I put this in last minute because everyone was posting about the PCSL two-gun GOAT championship, which for those of you that don't know, I really hope I'm not getting this wrong because I only had one conversation with someone. I'm pretty sure it stood for Gulf of America tournament. Well done. It was presented by Belt Hunter. Watching those videos, we have a couple of PCSL two-gun matches around us. Highly thinking about doing one.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like a shit ton of fun.
Yeah. Every video I saw of people shooting it, they look like they were having a blast.
So here are the results, and they are a lot easier because they have two divisions. They have competition and practical. So competition overalls, third place, Alec Henderson. Second, Aaron Edens. First place, John Wydell.
And for the ladies in that same division, Roxana Vartursian,
Don't look at me.
Giselle Kissler, and first place, Tara Huser.
Hauser?
Hooser.
No one knows her.
Heeser.
Practical division. Third place, Max Leograndis. Proof the man is human. Second place, Christian Seiler. Proof he's human. First place, Jacob Hetherington. Proof probably not human.
And for the ladies, third place, Alexandria Fox. Second place, Nicole Kolba. And first place, Tino.
Well done, T.
Very good. That was actually the video that I saw of her shooting that match. And yes, it looked like the most fun you could have behind a gun.
Yeah. So really interested. I know there's Indiana does them. I think Michigan might do it, and maybe somewhere in Wisconsin. I know for sure Indiana. Somewhere in Indiana does it. So I think we're gonna have to try one.
Absolutely.
Guess what, guys? It is time for Tales from the Gun Counter. Take it away.
Everyone knows the 4 rules of firearm safety. Treat every gun as if it were loaded is our primary, right? Things can't happen if they're treated as though they were loaded because you're not doing unsafe things with a potentially loaded gun. I had a man walk up to me at the counter. He set his gun case down and said, "I need this sent back to Smith & Wesson." It's a revolver, snub, little, is it the 629? The 9mm revolver.
That is not a 629.
Not 629, that's the 44. 526. It's the short version
Listen,
of the 926.
My brain right now, not working.
It's the
Kind of
snub
nose.
nose titanium version of the 926. So he's got it sitting on the counter in the box. There are
This sounds like a more money than brains kind of moment coming up.
littered tons and tons of live rounds, some in moon clips, some loose, just live ammo all over inside the box with the revolver.
Quick question. Were all the rounds facing the same direction in the moon clip?
Yes.
Okay. Ask me why I'm asking that question, because I've seen it. Like, this is a very precarious way of loading this. I'm not really sure what's going on. Go ahead.
I guess the same as being a safety officer on a public range and having someone go, "I'll put the bullets in backwards," and now it's stuck in the barrel.
Yeah.
So that is not what happened. He needed to have it sent back to Smith. Several problems with it. Had it fixed several times by several people. Wasn't fixing it. We're just going to send it back to Smith. Before touching someone's gun, I usually make a point of letting them know I'm going to be grabbing to clear their firearm. So I said, "May I?" And my hand covered his gun. And he said, "Well, yeah, sure, but it's unloaded." I said, "Oh, of course, but trust me, hon, if I had $1 for every time I had a gun in my hand that someone said wasn't loaded, that was loaded, I'd be a rich bitch and I wouldn't be working this counter." He goes, "That's why revolvers are designed that way, so you can see the front of the cylinder to know they're not loaded."
Which is hilarious now that I know it's a 9mm.
Because they're so short,
Right.
and you cannot see them from the front of the cylinder.
Right.
But to even go farther onto that, I said, "Well, you can't always see them. The light isn't best. It's in a dark case. And you also can't see the cylinder that's lined up with the barrel." I shit you not. This man, to prove a point to me, the point that no one's going to get, he picked this gun up with his hand wrapped around the cylinder with the barrel facing him, put it straight up to his eyeball, and said, "You can clearly see there's not one down this hole." Guys,
That man drove on a public road to come see you at a gun store.
to pick up and point his gun at his eyeball to tell me that you can see right down the barrel that it's not loaded. And when I say up to his eyeball, I don't mean like down at the counter and turning it up towards you so you can kind of see at an angle.
Like full on
He
check out the
had,
scope.
yes,
I should laugh at that.
it was within a half inch of his eyelashes, straight up to his eyeball. And I just, there's those moments where you're like, my face has subtitles and I can't face you right now because my face is going to tell you you're an idiot. I laid my hand aggressively down on the counter, stared at him blankly for like what seemed like an eternity until he realized he was an idiot. Turned around, grabbed the phone, and said, "I need a gunsmith on the floor, please."
Did
This
he
is
actually
not.
like show that he realized that he's an idiot?
No,
That's
zero,
fantastic.
zero, like no remorse, no. Yeah, I know. That kind of actually seemed really stupid thinking back on it. Didn't no facial expression that kind of made him seem like he regretted putting the gun up to his eyeball. It was totally normal.
Yeah, those are customers that I tend to fire. Like, you're no longer welcome here.
Oh my god. I couldn't believe it.
I
I could not believe it. That's for you guys this week.
that's why we made this segment, because shit like this, like, you think there's no way someone's that fucking stupid. I assure you,
They exist.
they're there.
They're like the M&Ms.
They are
They do exist.
among us. So be careful. And this sounds like a weird thing to say, but if you see something, even if it's fucking stupid, say something.
Right.
All right, guys, before we jump into our weekend shooting, I wanted to let you know we've been talking about the website. We still have the current website up and running. And if you guys wouldn't mind, we do have some partners that we work with. And you can always check out our website, which is laughandload.com. And there is a partners and affiliates section. And we have all the companies that we enjoy working with: Brownells, Monsoon Tactical, Lockdown, Frankfurt, Apex, and a bunch more. If you're looking to buy something from them and you want to help out your homies on the other end of these mics, we get a little kickback from the companies if you shop with them using our link. It's greatly appreciated because everything kind of goes back into the show. And I have some big plans coming up for you guys, the audience, for some cool shit. And I just paid for a bunch of car repairs, so I can't afford all your cool shit and my necessity shit. So help your boy out. Click on the link, buy some shit from them.
Or directly from our store and support us directly.
Yes. And there's also a list on there of direct discount codes that we have with partners with like Wooks, Gideon, Blackout.
Blackout. Coffee.
Yes. The lifeblood.
The lifeblood.
The lifeblood.
The lifeblood of
That's
Steven.
it. So if you guys wouldn't mind, if you think about it, if you're picking something up from like Brownells, head over to Laugh and Load, smash the link, shop. I greatly appreciate it. Our weekend shooting. I already talked about my bum shoulder getting slightly less bummy. We did do some bow practice.
Mm-hmm. I was quite excited. So I didn't get a chance because of all the car repairs. We spent every moment that it wasn't raining putting this car back together.
Yeah.
So I did not get a chance to actually take my boat out to shoot it, but there were a few things that I noticed 2 weeks ago when we went out that really bothered me about our practice session at the range that I wanted to run a few more reps on at home with the bow to kind of like dry firing with your gun, right? You grip it a certain way, you put pressure in certain places, and if you don't do it regularly, when you pick your gun up again, you shoot a few rounds and you're like, oh, it's moving around an awful lot. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do this one specific thing. So I did work on my support hand on my bow, staying relaxed and open rather than death squeezing it and pushing all my arrows to the left downrange. I worked a lot on anchor points. Now I'm not dry firing the bow. I'm just pulling back to full extension and then walking my string back down. But a very exciting thing while I did my reps with my bow at home, I have been sky drawing because it's the only way I had the strength to pull the weight back. So like aiming up at the sky and pulling downward and then lowering my bow. Of the 20 or so reps that I got in, I would say almost half of them, probably about 8, I was able to actually pull straight back like you normally see people pulling a bow back who are strong enough to do it. So I am building up my strength, which is very exciting because nothing sits on my mind more than sitting on a tree, waiting to find a deer. And the second I think this may be the moment, going, this sky draw is going to distract them. They're going to see it before I'm even set up to take the shot. I'm going to spook them just because I have to make so much movement to draw this thing. And that's, that it's worrisome. I've never drawn my bow at an animal, and that's always sitting in the back of my head. So I think going into this, getting stronger and having more confidence and knowing I can actually pull it straight back with less movement, I'm ready to get a deer this year.
Nice. That's awesome. I didn't do any bow practice for obvious reasons.
But you did a little coaching with me.
Yeah.
And working on anchor points with me, just guiding me, just like we do on the live range. Just, sometimes like you can't see your whole self while you're doing it, and getting an opinion on how something is being done. That was really helpful. You did participate.
I did. Yeah, so you practiced more than I did this weekend. Good on you, which is out of the norm for you.
Yes, and out of the norm for you.
And you, oh, look at this note. You also got a gun
I did
this weekend, which
I
I didn't.
No.
So I really feel like
We've switched roles.
the turns have tabled, and I'm going to now start judging you unapologetically.
So the gun has a purpose.
Yeah? What's that?
Squirrel hunting.
Do you not have a gun for squirrel hunting? Access to a gun for squirrel hunting?
I can carry around a big, long, 22-inch octagonal barrel wood stock Henry.
No. You didn't even hunt with that once.
I hunted with it once, and that is the 22 that I currently have. What other 22 do I have?
My bolt action.
And then
Which you got your first squirrel with?
No, I got my first squirrel with David's gun.
That's true.
Which is the bigger version of the gun I picked up. Henceforth, a need, not a want. I am getting the Ruger Mark II.
That is not what you're getting.
Ruger, Lord Almighty, because you said Ruger bolt. Your bolt action's a Ruger.
So I want to stop you right there. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to let you know right now.
I have a problem.
That you see how jumble-brained you are?
Mm-hmm.
And how when I get something, the enthusiasm just flows through. That's from years of experience of not
In
giving
impulse buying.
a shit what you say and just buying what I want to buy and going, hey, look, here it is.
So I don't often FaceTime you.
No.
What was your first thought when I FaceTimed you from work?
That a longtime customer had come in and wanted to say hi.
Okay. Well, that was incorrect. Nobody wanted to say hi to you. It was just me wanting to show you my excitement and the gun that I was going to be getting.
Yeah.
So it is a Savage Mark II bolt action Scout with a youth stock. It's tiny and it's like 1.5 pounds lighter than the Savage Mark II that I was lent to go hunting with, that I got my first squirrel with. So lighter, easier to carry around, laminate stock instead of the big heavy wood stock, and a 18-inch barrel instead of the 22.
Mm-hmm.
So very light, very small. Like the length of pull, I never really for a very short time when I first learned what the length of pull was and how to measure it, I was doing length of pull measurements on everything just because I just figured out how to do it. I haven't really done that in a long time. And I didn't do it on David's gun. I haven't done it on your gun or my Henry to see how big they really are to my body size. This youth model stock is a 100% perfect matchup to my length of pull. I'm child-sized.
Yep. So I don't want to burst your little bubble
Mhm.
about, ooh, how light it is.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of sighting system do you have on that gun?
It has a rail on top.
No,
What do you
that's
mean?
not what I asked you.
What do you mean sighting
Do
system?
you have a way to currently aim that gun at an animal? Is there a sight on the gun?
There is not.
Do you think that these scopes weigh nothing?
They do.
They weigh a lot.
But I'm not getting something as large as the one you use for your long range stuff.
No, but they're not light.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
Okay.
The little 10-round mags are adorable. They're these tiny little metal bananas. They're really cute.
So I just want to make it clear. You have practiced more and got more guns.
Which is okay.
And I got stuck.
Fixing my car and being sick and getting shit on and kicked in the balls by the world.
Yes.
It's been a good week, guys.
It's been a great week. All right, on to questions. And because we were doing this late, I had a last minute opportunity to ask you guys your questions. And, well, you delivered.
You did.
So thank you guys, because this is probably one of my favorite parts of the show.
It is.
Alrighty, let's jump right in. How many rounds is enough for practice? Well, if you dry fire, 0. But no, I'd say a majority of my practice sessions for me, 200 to 300 rounds is like my normal.
Now, is that when you do movement and little mini stages,
Doesn't
or
matter.
is that just anything
Yeah,
flat? A
doesn't matter.
practice would be minimum of 300.
200-300.
You're expensive.
200-300.
You had to get the reloader fixed.
Yeah. Said she's buying new guns.
I will be better.
Uh,
I can't reload 22 ammo, so I don't really have to worry about running out of my stuff.
well, I did know a guy that technically said you could reload 22, but there was this whole long process and it's not worth it.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Even for science.
No, I have no interest in that. I barely have interest in reloading. Yeah, so to me, the best way, if you have a small amount of ammo to use, is to mix in dry fire on the live fire round or on the live fire practice. It kind of helps stretch the rounds a little further and you don't burn through them. Now, obviously, if you go there and just start running billies all day, you're going to run out of 200 rounds very quickly. So it's not ideal, but you can still get solid practice with 200-300 rounds. Now, if I'm really feeling it, and I can easily go through 500 rounds, especially if I'm with a training partner and we're pushing each other and we're kind of on a hot streak and just going back and forth. That's when ammo cans get depleted very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually try to stick to 200-300.
Yeah. I'm not worried about you going to the range solo because I know you'll come home with ammo. But if you go to the range with the guy you regularly train with,
Yeah.
you are not getting an unlimited supply when you walk out that door. You are being cut off and rationed the minute you say his name.
Alrighty. Well, we kind of shared this on Instagram, but it's a question, so we'll do it on the podcast. And I guess we haven't covered it in a while. What's your carry? What is your carry?
We actually did cover my carry gun a few weeks back, but it is the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus with the Lucky Threes by Monsoon Tactical with a Gideon Mini Valor, or Valor Mini, enclosed optic on the top, inside of a Tier 1 concealed APX holster. And I do run the NDZ mag base pad that doesn't add capacity, just a pinky and aluminum to the gun. And I carry my 15 in the sidecar. Plus, I always carry my knife.
Yes. My usual carry is a Smith M&P 340 with 38 special plus Ps, wad cutters from Supervel or Underwood. Those are kind of interchangeable depending on what I have. In a Don Hume leather pocket holster, and Neo Mag RAS, the revolver strip carriers that clip onto the pocket. And I usually have my Surefire stiletto. That's my everyday usual.
Yeah. You can add chapstick in with the knife because I always carry those
That's true.
together. Chapstick and the Christensen.
Yeah, Christensen knives, Christensen custom knives.
Mm-hmm. And it's got the, I can never, it starts with an M.
Macarta,
Macarta.
something like that.
Yeah, is like the texture on the
Yeah.
grip. Oh, I love it. Like so much. You have a Christensen also, but it's steel, right? The whole thing is steel. And the grip of the handle of it is aluminum.
Yeah.
But to me, yours feels a little slick.
Yeah.
I really like the Macarta.
Yeah, it's got a I don't know if you've ever messed with like raw carbon fiber feel. Like that kind of like slightly
texturized, but not sharp or anything like that.
right. Next question. Match fee and travel are irrelevant. Would you rather only be able to shoot level 2 or higher matches and consistently be in that match mode laser focus mindset, or only be able to shoot locals with friends, allowing you to have more fun, relaxing matches while being able to experiment more on your shooting without the fear of bombing or ruining a major? Oh, I feel like that's going to be a hard question to answer at the end. I feel like that would just be like a whole podcast topic. That was a really good question.
That's a very good question. I feel like super torn. Like my initial response, I'll tell you, would be level ones because that's what we shoot most often. And we do have an amazing group of friends that shoot all the locals near us. So wherever we go, there are lots of people that we're very close with that we're shooting with. So to not have that aspect, I wouldn't want to only do level twos.
That's where we're a little spoiled here because our like crew, like the Chicago Gunslingers and our immediate crew, go to majors anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just like going to a local with your friends, just at a bigger match.
In longer days, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually pretty smoked after locals to like say I'm only gonna do level twos and knowing that's like 10 stage days versus like the 6 stage days with like, long and shorts mixed in. I feel like I'm better off sticking on the porch and not in the yard with the big dogs where I am currently in my shooting.
Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like the balance of it is nice. Too many majors can get like daunting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got friends that they shoot 8, 10 plus majors a year, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on like what your focus is. Like if you want to focus more on the training and your craft, you'd probably benefit more from the level ones consistently shooting and being able to do the experimenting. If you're going for like winning and like actually competing at a high level, level twos probably be the way to go. Because
Yeah.
honestly, that's what,
A lot more heat to compete with.
yeah, but that's also what you see a lot of like the pro level guys. A majority of them, you really don't see them at locals. It's not a thing. They're usually doing their own training. You might see them at a local leading up to a major, but you don't hear of them shooting too many like monthly matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to circle back to it. Like I would love to have other guys on there. Like that's a great question for camps. Someone that travels and shoots level twos and threes and fours and whatever. I'd be interested to have his take. That's actually a good question for almost any guest. That was good, but I don't know what I would choose. I would say probably right now where I'm at, I would probably choose the level one,
Mm-hmm.
just because it affords me the freedom to just hang out, still get better, and I can, input my own little challenges. Like I'm gonna try and beat the PCC guy, or I'm gonna beat this GM. Like,
Right.
yeah, that's a really good question.
A very good question. Thank you guys for your submissions this week. I do believe that was the last.
That was it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. As always, we please rate, review the podcast. Uh, if you guys need to get in contact with us with an awesome question like what we had here, or questions, comments, concerns, pewtimepodcast@gmail.com. You can submit it there or at Laugh and Load on any of the social medias. And then promise I'm going to try and remember the day before we record to put up a story on Instagram and Facebook of asking you guys for questions for the show.
I will also say, since there are quite a few of you who listen on YouTube, you can also drop your questions for the upcoming week in the comments on YouTube because you're already there and it's probably more convenient.
Sure. Okay. Could do that too.
Yes.
Do that. Until next time, we'll talk to you later, guys.
Bye.